Here are the top 5 things I would never do as a person who's been married more than once. Now, some of these ideas are going to be radical and conflict with the advice you've received from your parents, and may not be in harmony with the edicts of organized religion. But hey, if they don't like my list, they can do their own list. Number 5, never marry someone unless you've lived with that person for a substantial period of time. That's right, kiddos, I'm telling you to live in sin. I'm telling you to go out and have yourself some premarital sex. But hey, I'm very pragmatic. And throughout the course of my life, I've learned that good birth control is a hell of a lot cheaper than a divorce. And I know that my advice could save you and your unborn children financial ruin, crushing emotional trauma, and decades of therapy. Number 4, when it comes to your decision to marry, never, ever put more stock in a fantasy than your own rational decision-making process. You are no damsel in distress. You are no knight in shiny armor. Marriage is not an opportunity for you to save someone or to be saved. And there is no such thing as love at first sight. That squishiness you feel when you get into a new relationship, that's not love, that's infatuation. And hey, I love the feeling of infatuation. It's great. But you need more than that if you're going to build a marriage that lasts for decades. Number 3, if you have come to the conclusion that you will never be happy in your marriage, and that your marriage is going to end in divorce, the only question being when, not whether, divorce sooner rather than later. I know a lot of people postpone divorce for the sake of their kids, or because a divorce right now would be too expensive. But you know what? In my experience, it seems as though divorces only get more expensive, not less expensive, as time goes on. And if your home, your family is stressful, unhappy, dysfunctional, why do you think your kids want to live in that family, that home, any more than you do? If a divorce is truly the best thing, then it's the best thing for everybody. It's the best thing for you, it's the best thing for your spouse, and most importantly, it's probably the best thing for your kids. Get a divorce. Show them that you can be happy. Show them that you can have a healthy relationship with someone else. Show them that you have the courage to admit when you've made a mistake and the wisdom to learn from that mistake and to improve everybody's life. Number 2, never get remarried unless you've first gone through a lot of therapy and fully grasp how you contributed to the failures of your prior marriages. I think that's the number 1 mistake I see people make. They feel like they can just go out and pick any random person on the street and get remarried, and that person will necessarily be better than their prior spouse. But you know what? Wherever you go, there you are. The vast majority of people blame their opposing spouse for whatever went wrong in the marriage. They never really look at or analyze how they contributed to the failure. Don't do that. It's so easy to do. It's a mistake that I made. Look, even if your ex was Satan incarnate and was 100% responsible for the failure of your marriage, there is something in you that caused you to marry Satan. And if you don't want to marry Satan again, you better figure out what that thing was. Otherwise, chances are you're just going to go out and repeat the same mistake you made before. I've seen it so many times. And number 1, the most important thing, it's the most important thing. If you're in a marriage and you cannot relate to this video, you found love in life, not a perfect love, but love. Love that has had its ups and downs, its heartache and its disappointment, its joy and its victory. If you've had a happy, long-term relationship or marriage, be so grateful. Thank God or the universe or whoever, just be grateful for that person every day. Never take that person for granted. You won the lottery, my friend, and I'm happy for you.